shrimp colors.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to More Loses Game, and welcome back to Kirby Star Allies. Last part, we had a long discussion on how would we evolve. Oh my god, fire.
What animal feature would we want?
Yes, and
I've decided I want shrimp eyeballs.
You mentioned this before.
Shrimps can see more colors than us.
So yeah, we asked, what animal feature would you want last time, and Casey has now changed their answer. So you want to see shrimp color? That's
see
honestly
shrimp colors.
I would say that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
But what it's going to do is it's going to modify the spectrum of how you see current colors, right?
Yeah.
So that means, like,
it'll add shrimp ones.
Does it add or does it change everything?
It adds.
Okay. So
by adding, it would still change because something that we perceive as teal might have a different tint to it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because it's a shrimp color.
Do you really want that? Because you'll be like, oh, look at that blue house. And they'll be like, what are you talking about? It's clearly orange.
Well, no. It would still be like within the same family, I assume.
Well, except you're inventing a new color.
Well, I know, but you're inventing new shades within to compensate for the fact that they have more rods and cones and such.
Like, you're literally not going to be, colorblind or have a color deficiency. You're literally like, oh, no, I'm sorry. They have shrimp eyes.
I mean, if you think about it, it would be very similar to somebody having like a color blindness.
Yeah, because I mean, colors would just be slightly different.
But did you know that everybody kind of perceives colors slightly differently?
I've heard that idea, but I didn't think it was confirmed. I thought it was like, we don't know.
No, so they have like tests you can take, and I forget what the test is called, but it has a ton of different shades of different colors, and it'll determine how sensitive your eyes are to color shades and how easy you can perceive. Because even if you're not colorblind, you might not be able to tell the difference between shades of colors.
Which colorblind is it's like, colorblind should really only be used for people who can only see in monochrome, but colorblind is also used for I'm red-green colorblind.
Well,
but
because they can't see those colors, because your dad is red-green colorblind.
Yeah, which is, it's both of my parents wear glasses.
Yeah.
Pretty bad prescriptions for glasses. My dad is red-green colorblind, and that is passed down genetically.
Genetically.
More so in
males,
people who are born men, and not only do I not need glasses, I also don't have any sort of color blindness.
Yeah, I would argue that you haven't gotten your eyes checked in 10 years, and you may well need glasses now.
Here's what I mean. I was born with 20/20 vision.
Right.
When I was a kid,
your eyes were perfect.
Yeah, literally 20/20.
Yeah.
Which, at one point I was like, oh, wow, such a cool thing. And it's like, what do you mean it's a cool thing?
Kids think weird things are cool. I lied and said I was from New York when I was in elementary school for literally no reason.
Kids are so stupid.
Kids are strange, dude. They just say shit.
And other kids like, oh my god, really? And you're like...
They were. People were like, oh shit, that's so cool. And I did it because I had a friend in my neighborhood who was from New York, and I was like, oh, that's sick as hell. I'm from New York, too.
Same, bro.
Yeah.
They're cool. That's why it's like, that's why it's one of the reasons I used to like the name Kyle. I knew somebody whose name was Kyle, and they were really cool.
Yeah.
And not in the cool way of like the fawns being cool, but what I perceived as cool.
That's fair.
Which is just a really nice person who also happened to be funny and talented.
Their
in
name
anything
was
they
Kyle,
picked
yeah.
up.
I feel that.
And then that's why I started naming every one of my Pokemon characters Kyle from that point forward.
I love that.
Just because I was always like, if I could change my name, I would be Kyle.
I
always really dislike my name.
I love your name so much.
Yeah, you're one of the biggest reasons why I've started to like my name more. I was even thinking of going down my middle name route as I got older. I'm like, Ian is such a kid's name. I've never met a 30-year-old named Ian.
Really?
I mean, and I still haven't. And I'm not yet either.
You're gonna be a 30-year-old named Ian.
Not if I do something about it first.
I freaking love your name, though. I think it's so unique, and I think it's so cute.
TDD just floats. Sorry, it's very funny.
He's a baby.
TDD is baby. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it wasn't until you started liking my name and telling me that you thought my name was cool that I was like, okay. maybe I can just be Ian.
Yeah, it's a great name.
It really was. I was really like, even like, I remember on my my class ring for school, I was even thinking of like just doing my middle name.
That's so interesting.
Well, I clearly want the extra speed, so
yeah.
Bye. We got to be careful. We got to get every button, all right?
Got it.
So we got to get every
button.
Fire. Oh, yeah. Oh,
nice.
yeah. Did we get every button? Did we get every
so.
button? Every button? Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Speed McQueen, baby.
Speed McQueen. That's the name of the show. Speed McQueen.
My favorite Pixar movie starring Speed McQueen. But yeah, it's just crazy. Time changes, and now there's a web show that I start off almost every series with, my name is Ian, just loudly declaring that's my name, and that's the one that I like, and chose, well, I didn't choose it, but it's the one that I've kept for myself.
Yeah. I also thought about going by my middle name for a long time, because I thought my middle name was cooler than my first name, because I never met another Casey, but I did meet a lot of people with very similar names, like Cassie and Macy.
Oh, true.
And it got confusing in school, but my name has grown on me. I think one thing that I think is delightful about my name is I have had a lot of trans friends, actually, who changed their name to Casey, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
It's a nice name that I feel like can be attuned to any gender you want.
Exactly, and I think that's why I've grown to like it so much now that I don't particularly associate myself with a specific gender, is I like the name Casey.
Yeah.
But also, it's a tradition in my family that everybody born in my family has like a gender neutral name. And I think that's neat.
Do you want a real talk without real talking too much?
Yeah.
Why are names gendered?
I mean,
why? Like, and it's harder because other languages have literally like gendered words.
I mean, it's
because
because
words are gendered now, right?
Just because we don't associate ourselves with gender specifically or don't have like a very strong connection to it, I do think some people like having very gendered names.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm ice now!
I mean, interestingly, and I am still on the same topic as you.
We get chilly.
Some names that are gendered are differently gendered for different countries, which I think is interesting. Like, I knew somebody from the UK named Ashley.
Yeah.
Because it was a common male name there, you know?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like, that's what I'm mostly asking, right? Like, as far as I've been told, Ian is a masculine name, right?
Yeah.
Holy, alright, we're about to go to the boss. That's cool. It's just one for each. It doesn't max it all out. You just get one for everything.
Interesting.
Oh, so you might have missed a power attack somewhere.
Huh.
But that's what I'm saying. Why?
I don't know. Because the gender binary controls everything about a lot of aspects from...
You said that like it's a corporation. The gender binary, back at it again.
It's got the same vibes.
God. It's just like, because it's definitely from our experiences that I feel this way.
You also think that gender just shouldn't exist.
Hold on, I don't know if I want to talk about that on BLG because that is such a destructive opinion. I actually think it's a harmful opinion to have, to say the words, I think gender shouldn't exist, right?
Yeah, but I like it. I'm going to clarify because I don't want to just kick your ass under a bus. You don't think gender shouldn't exist in the sense that you think people who want to be a specific gender shouldn't. You think gender shouldn't exist in the sense that anybody could just do whatever they want and it shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
You have an issue with the binary of it.
Yes, exactly. And it's very easy as someone like me where I don't don't care about it
you
personally.
don't want to go to the trouble of labeling yourself as anything.
It's yeah.
Because you just care so little about it.
It's just like I don't want to be assigned either. I don't want to be constrained by either. I don't want to deal with I don't want to deal with the reality where the world thinks something of either of those things.
You don't want to be perceived.
Yeah, it's just that feeling of like, oh, you're dressing masculinely today. You're dressing femininely today. I don't want to deal with, we are cooking up something.
Get in my pot.
Meta Knight, come back. Meta Knight, where are you? I know you flew off, but like, could you come back? Oh
my God.
That's
like actually the perfect location.
That's so funny.
But no, yeah, I feel you.
That's
but also, yeah, we should do a podcast.
It's so hard because I would love to talk more.
Me, I want to be Meta Knight.
I would love to talk more about stuff like this, but it is. I just start this out saying I don't know how deep I want to dive into it, right?
No, that's why I said we should do a podcast. Like, it's not I don't think the date
27.
That's too many. I don't think this conversation depth-wise is really for Kirby. But I do think this conversation is interesting.
At the same time, Kirby's such an open-ended game.
It is.
Where it's like, I think that's also some of the charm of BLG.
Kirby inhales everything, including gender.
Yeah. Kirby as a game literally is... Sorry, not Kirby. BLG is so... Oh, no! I've destroyed them.
Oh, that's sad.
I saw them, I gave them a poke, and then they were dead. So, wait, Spite, wait, no! Oops, I just want one as a friend, you know?
I know.
But yeah, so it's just, final thoughts, because the biggest thing I want to get across, and I mentioned earlier that I think that the idea is destructive in a way, is because there are so many people in the world who find gender and then find strength in that, right?
Empowerment through choosing their gender.
Very clearly something that I don't, and that's mostly because of how much gender is manufactured by the binary.
Right.
I clothing company, it creates a dress for quote unquote women.
Right.
That is why they do it, and so now this thing is now being sold because gender exists.
Yeah, which
not
is
to people, right?
Right.
And
which is interesting because like dresses and high heels and powdered wigs and all that, like previously were worn by men, but like
time changes.
I know the way that culture has evolved in the United States, especially, is just like. It is now kind of going in the other direction where celebrities like Jaden Smith are wearing skirts on the cover of magazines, which is sick. Like, but it's still at the baby stages where doing something like that is perceived as progressive and not just normal.
Yes,
and I'm excited to get to the part where it's just normal.
Yeah. It's not, It's just like, okay, cool. And that's just all it is, so that's why I really like that line. I feel like needs so much, which is like I've thought about bringing it up on BLG before, but I think it's such a hard thing to tackle.
I think end of the line, what both of us think is if you find empowerment through gender, hell yeah. And if you don't have any feelings on gender, hell yeah. Just do whatever the hell you want, man.
Yeah. That's why
why even if you're determined and you're just like, I am 100% pronouns are she, her, I'm going to wear nothing but pants and grow the thickest beard. Fuck yeah, do whatever, you know? It doesn't matter.
Just be you.
Whatever makes you comfortable and happy.
You.
And anybody who doesn't agree with that sucks ass.
It's just that's where it gets weird. It's like why judge others for what they do?
Like what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt you. Why do you care?
Yeah.
And being aggressive about it is not the way to go. But just be nice.
I think kindness is it feels so easy to be kind. I think funny enough, I think it's also very,
honestly, just be tolerant if nothing else. Just shut up and stay in your lane. That's if you don't understand why somebody does something. It's cool. Just
Oh, hello,
chill.
you two. Hello.
We're back at these funny little guys. We
Yeah.
really have gone down this conversation path, though.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's why I'm like, we're here. It's what we're doing.
But it's fine. I think that it's not. I don't think if you've been watching BLG for a while, this is probably not new information to you.
But, well,
I think we're pretty forward with our opinions on everything.
That's why I'm like, that's actually one of the things I was trying to talk about is that, like, we've talked about your gender identity on the show in the past, right?
I don't know if we've definitely done it in streams. I don't know if we've gone ad nauseum like in episodes.
If we've put it out on the internet,
yeah,
it's we've talked about it, right?
Yeah, to specify, I identify as agender.
Yeah, and it's like it's agender without any preference.
I don't have preferences. Yeah. I'll go by
like
she, he, or they, them.
Yeah, because I feel like agender tends to come with the tag of they, them, but
yeah,
just
no,
for
I'm indifferent to pronouns. I prefer not to go by neo pronouns, but that's just a personal preference.
It's the reason I don't, right? Because I'm somewhere in the same boat. Like, clearly, like, as I've talked about gender for the past 10, 15 minutes now, right?
Yeah.
And I've talked about how I don't agree with, like, almost gender at all.
Right.
Clearly, I'm in the same boat of agenderism, right?
Did you zap that?
Yeah, and it opened the door, and then it gave us a chest, and it gave us 2 puzzle pieces.
Oh.
But because of that, because of how much it doesn't matter to me, how much I don't care about these labels, these ideas.
Yeah.
I just want to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to wear a dress around the house, then I'm going to do it.
Right,
I don't. But I don't.
You don't necessarily want to do it in public, or
I don't need people to refer to me as they, them. Just refer to me as whatever's easiest for you, because I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think predominantly you go by he, him for convenience sake.
And that's why, because it's just like because I don't care what people say or refer to me as.
Yeah.
It's like wasting my time or my breath to be like, oh, well, I prefer this, I prefer that.
That's pretty much exactly how I feel. Like, if somebody does the whole she, her thing, I'm just like, yeah, that's fine.
I have the privilege of being comfortable with...
I think the real moral there is that we're both lazy about everything, including gender.
Yeah. Well, no, see, it's not. See, that's what I mean. That's why when I talk about this, it's not out of laziness. It is out of such a pure dissent to want to have gender tied to me at all.
That's fair.
Because, like, God damn it, I have given this so much thought, so much time.
I'm sorry
over
if
the past
I
years
boiled it down to laziness.
No,
then.
it's okay. I think it's very easy to come across that way.
Yeah.
And I'm okay. If anyone else were to have said it, I feel like I would just be like, yeah, sure.
I'm lazy.
But because of how we are,
yeah.
I always, when it comes to you and me, more than anything else. Oh shit! Hold on, just wait. I care more than anything.
Nope.
I care more than anything about always talking things out fully.
Right.
Which is why, yeah. If anyone else said, I probably just be like, yeah, sure. Laziness. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
You got it, buddy. Because again, it's yeah, and it is clearly a privilege, and that's something that I think I realized over time, because it started out as this feeling of like, man, if everyone felt this way, everyone in the entire world, people who don't have, who are cisgender, people who are not cisgendered, everyone would just be happier, right?
Yeah.
If they felt this way, and that was like the moment I realized, it was like, yeah, but they don't.
Yeah.
That's where gender dysphoria comes in. That's where it's like, I literally don't feel comfortable this way.
Right.
And my way of thinking, the way that I feel about my body is a privilege.
Yeah.
And I think that was, God, it was such a moment. I am close to the epitome of white dude gamer, right?
You are.
And it's like,
yeah.
Trying to even like talk about privilege, learn about privilege, that sort of thing.
Visually, you are as privileged as humanly possible.
Yeah, which is why it's like it's always been hard for me to almost like ascertain like that idea of privilege.
Right.
Because it's just like I've lived my life and I trying to observe why this is or why that is can be hard at first glance.
Oh yeah.
But that wake up call of understanding that however long ago was like, oh shit.
Oh, wait.
That's what this is it. This is such a pure form of that, of privilege. And I get it. I just like, I think there's so much in this world that just needs to be learned. And I think a lot of the stuff when it comes to progressivism is so difficult to understand.
Right, and that's
there's
why
so little
I kind
patience sometimes.
That's why I kind of tried to backtrack on the if you don't think this, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you say that to every person who disagrees with you, they're just going to disagree with you out of spite.
Yeah,
there is 100% a point where it's just like, oh, you're just an asshole.
Yeah,
But if you're just, like, not understanding it out of not understanding it, I think the biggest thing is just, like, if you've made it this far into this episode and you don't agree with us, my biggest thing that I want to get across to you is, like, you don't have to understand everything that a person feels and does to be comfortable with themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even if something seems really weird to you and doesn't make any sense. And I think a good example where I've seen is, like, people who were initially... here's a broad example. People who initially were lesbians, right?
Yeah.
And realized they were men. So they now go by he, him, but they still identify as lesbian because that's just the comfortable term for them, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to understand why they're a he, him lesbian to just be like,
okay, yeah.
That's fine.
It's where I found comfort because it's like,
because it's like, if that was where they were comfortable before and they don't want to change that, but he, him feels better, why is that your business to be like, you're not allowed to be that anymore?
We're in a world where that comfort, I think, is really important because there's so much in the world that just wants to be as, like, mean as possible to others.
You know the most wild thing that confuses me?
Talk to me.
People who hate asexuals. Like, you're mad that they don't want to have sex?
I don't want to focus too much on the hate part of anything.
No, that's just confusing to me
I
is all.
do agree.
Okay. If you argue that it's very strange for same-sex couples for you, shouldn't asexuals be oh yeah, that's a good that's a good solution, just don't have sex.
At some point it will always just be because people are different.
It's
and
100% just a people are different thing.
And it's
so strange to me. Just
help!
Yay!
End of the day, moral of the story, final thing about all of this entire
Why'd we go back in here?
God, BLG is just trans rights.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
BLG does that
it's
and
so
not
easy
in
to
like
boil
that.
it down to that.
And not in the meme way.
Yeah, no,
in
not
like a genuine genuine way. If it wasn't obvious by the 23 minutes of conversation.
And I know that not everyone's going to agree with everything we've said. And that's the thing. I actually agree with you guys. If you're still here after listening to all of that,
I mean,
I can
honestly,
appreciate that too because as you said, I think it's so easy
to just boil it down to you're a jerk, but
the only reason I feel and think the ways that I do is because I've changed. God knows I didn't come out the ussy thinking, oh
my god, I was literally sexist in high school.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, I'll fucking admit to that. I was mean to women.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my opinions of women, I was very much an other girl in high school.
Yeah.
And that's something a lot of us were. And you adapt, you change, you grow.
Yeah.
And changing, like, core parts of who you are as a person is fucking hard. But you should do it to be kind.
People won't grow immediately. People won't just make that happen, like, after a day.
Yeah.
And if you always take the people who, like, are on this edge, on this precipice, and be mean and nasty to them because they aren't as smart as you.
Yeah.
Perception-wise, right?
Yeah. Or aware, educated, whatever term.
Yeah. Then they're going to become, God, whatever the opposite of an ally is.
Yeah.
Like, just a hateful person.
Yeah.
When in reality, maybe they could have been an ally or whatever.
If you have the energy for it, taking the time to explain is good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, absolutely nobody of an oppressed group should ever be held to a standard of being required to educate somebody who is being awful to. If somebody's like saying slurs at you, we're not saying you have to be like, well, maybe if we're kind to them.
Yeah, no, it's everything is nuanced.
It's all there's not. It's not black and white. There's grays all over the place. And obviously it's going to be at discretion of your mental state and energy levels.
Let's go. Yeah, what'll do. But yeah, my thought was sometimes the best thing to say is nothing.
Yeah.
If somebody on Twitter.com says, "Can you please help explain what trans is?" Right?
Yeah, and if you don't have the energy to explain it nicely.
Yeah, instead of being like as smart as being like, look up yourself. Google's right there. This is that. Some people don't learn that way, right?
Yeah.
And I know there are too many people that do that out of a smart-ass way.
Yeah.
But there are just kids sometimes. There are just people who don't know. There are people who are, I don't know. It's like, if you don't have the energy, sometimes the best thing to do is not respond. Because if you're hateful to them, then they're going to grow up thinking that this community was mean to me. And whether or not they're stupid for it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone changes. Everyone can change.
Yeah.
But God damn it, I said I didn't want to talk about it anymore, and here we are 5 minutes later. We're still talking about it. I just want to make jokes. I just want to say funny things.
I want to be funny.
Tell a joke then.
Oh, I got one. I've got a joke.
Let it rip.
Hold on. Why did the robot not have any brothers?
Why did the robot not have any brothers?
Because they had a bunch of trans sisters.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. How did you just get there on such a whim?
It's,
just gifted.
I've got an arsenal of jokes at the ready.
That's so
for
funny.
Every situation.
That was incredible.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Oh, boy. I am... That just made me happy.
What robot part would you have to make life more convenient?
Oh, my God. Let's save it for next
full
episode.
circle.
Let's think about that next part. What technological...
What body parts on you would you replace with a robot part?
I know, like a cyborg part.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Full Metal Alchemist style.
Next episode, we'll talk about that.
Sans all the fucked up stuff that happens in Full Metal Alchemist.
Bad things happen in Full Metal Alchemist?
No.
Oh, that's good. I actually haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist.
You have not. That's why I'm not clarifying with jokes. I'm not being like, oh yeah, no bad things happen unless you're a this.
Yeah. A dog.
No.
It's the only one I know. I'm sorry. I don't even know the context.
You don't know the context.
Which is why
you just know there's a sad dog.
If you know the context either, you then haha, you're in the same boat as I am.
It's pretty funny.
I'm a train.
Friend train.
I'm a train.
I am also a train.
This is kind of a crazy. This went off. A whole episode.
It went off the rails like a crazy train.
Yes, hun. You got it. You really did. I think it's something. It's important stuff to talk about, and I think it's important, as we said, important to talk about in a way that is.
I also.
Again, that isn't. We focus so little on the hatred of everything, and I think that's something that's important. Because at the end of the day,
focus on the love.
We're all just people, man.
Yeah.
We're all just people. Some of us have come a long way to get to where we are. Other people have not.
Everybody is on a different part of their journey.
I want to be as good to as many people as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Because, God, I ended the last part saying people are such an incredible thing.
Yeah.
People are incredible. Because there's just like, I don't know, there's so much that makes us what we are. The intelligence we all have, the ability to have such unique perceptions. Oh, trust me, I know. We don't have a lot of health going into the boss, but
there's a boss?
Well, everything is ended on a boss. I think it's just the third mage.
Mage?
The magic sisters?
I thought it was gonna spawn. Yeah, I think they're sisters.
Well, I've seen some discussion. Are they sisters? Are they not? Because two of them seem to maybe be in love.
No, I think they're all sisters. I'm pretty sure there's a description in-game that calls them the Mage Sisters.
No, yeah, but are they sisters by sibling relation, or are they sisters by just like
they call each other sisters?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that people I've seen in the comments talk about it, like, because two of them are possibly in love. And if they are sibling sisters, then
Yeah.
maybe things are different in space, but
maybe the Jam Bastion's got some weird shit going on.
Man.
All right, through the door.
I know. But yeah, either way, that's why I was like, there's not really enough to know. No, thank you. We're at the boss now.
We got everything. It's fine.
God.
Man. This is fun. I like this game.
The charm and joy of BLG is being able to open any episode and you really never know what to expect, which is odd if you see any Let's Play.
Yeah.
We've talked about before, different Let's Plays do different stuff. Oh wait, I don't want electric anymore because electric is not
helpful.
I mean, it's gonna be weak.
Yeah.
Give me ice. Oh, I got ice. I didn't see. Oh, here's your ice too, DDD. Anything for you, my bud.
When are we gonna get buff DDD on our team?
Oh my god, you're almost dead. Because we are too powerful. Die. Friend. Yeah, I mean, because I think there's some Let's Plays that really try and stick to a shtick. Try to stick to like a...
Just funny.
Yeah, just this, just that. We are these characters, right? But... I love the idea of talking as people with people.
Yeah.
And Let's Play.
Whoa! Oh, this is adorable.
This is great. A miracle sent to the skies.
This is so cute.
That's so good. I love the art of Kirby.
It's
so
very cute.
The lines are so stylized.
Yeah.
Very charming. Another puzzle done. Did not think we'd do that.
Yeah, same.
But I love that we get to just do this. We get to talk about nearly anything.
Yeah, it's fun.
And obviously this won't... I would assume the watch retention on this episode is not going to be great because these kind of episodes aren't for everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of the times they can feel like they're for a specific set of people, which is generally the LGBTQ plus community that we've really been talking about this episode. And it can feel like it's only for people like that, but we're all on this world together. And end of the day, I love you no matter what. You know what?
We're all hot.
We're
so
all
cool.
Right. You're goddamn
We've
right.
We've all got the best butts.
Next on More or Less is Gaming, we're going to take a break from the Star Allies Go. We're going to take a look at Heroes in Another Dimension. And we're also going to talk about what cyborg robot part we would install upon ourselves to make ourselves just a little bit cooler.
A little bit more metal.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that I will see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.